branching logic. I'm the kind of guy when I see something, it's like I try to explore all the possibilities at the same time, and sometimes I get lost in my mind doing that, but sometimes I forget what I'm even talking about sometimes. But the main theme I'm seeing here, just looking through the Breitbart news tonight, is that there seems to be a focus upon white people, and at least the atrocities that white people have done in the past. There's no doubt about that, and there's a push to force people, everybody, to at least hold the past transgressions of white people accountable for what they did. I mean, they're at least going up to people and saying, well, they're standing over people and asking them to atone for the sins of the white people. They're at least doing that, okay? And when I see something like that, I'm reading headlines like "Dawn of New Era," "Silence is complicity," say many white protesters. Well, yeah, I mean that's what they're pushing you to a choice, okay? And it becomes branching logic, and I'm like a computer guy, so I have to go through my mind and start reeling out all the possibilities. What's going to happen when they ask me this? How am I going to reply to that? If they knocked on my door right now, if a big gang of people came up and said, "Marty, we don't like those fucking videos you're making. We want you to ask some questions," or you know what they might do. They're doing it right now to people. They're going from person to person, and they're forcing them into these decisions, right? They're forcing them into making these admissions and to apologize and stuff like that. So in my mind, I gotta ask, I gotta explore how I would reply to these questions. Okay, so here's what I would say. I mean, this is what I raced through my mind like that. Okay, first thing I would do when they start asking me these questions, I would say, don't put fucking words in my mouth. Because I could ask you, have you stopped fucking your dog lately? If you're gonna start that kind of line of questioning like that, that's what they're gonna do. They might start out saying, do you at least admit that what that what white people did in the past to black people was a sin? You can just see them working through the logic and finally cornering you into getting down and sucking their dick. Okay, So I'm just trying to prepare myself for how I'm going to reply to this, okay? First thing I would do is I would prevent all the fucking leading questions, right? And I would say, if you want to listen to what I have to say, then fine. Otherwise, fuck you. I'm not going to say a fucking word then, If you take that as complicity, then, me being complicit, then fine. Fuck you, you're going to beat the fuck out of me anyway, then fine, okay? So if they want to listen to me, fine. If not, then they're going to... It doesn't matter what you say anyway. It's like a gang of fucking looters, and But okay, let me just explore the possibilities here. I'm hearing explosions near my house. I live in Livonia, Michigan. It's 12 o'clock midnight. Just went to the 8th of June, and I'm definitely hearing explosions near my house. Far off, loud explosions, like coming from that way, which is like towards Detroit. Were white people responsible for the enslavement of black people over in history? Of course they were. There was a lot of groups that enslaved other groups throughout history. But were the whites predominant in that? Well, I don't know. You tell me the numbers. I mean, how many blacks are there in Africa? If you want to talk about numbers, just numbers. And that's how big Africa is. I mean, if you look on the map, it looks like South America. It's not like South America. It's like South America and North America combined. It's huge, okay? So there's a lot of people there, and they happen to all be black, So you want to talk about the numbers? Don't let me bring up the history of who really started that stuff and who really profited from it and what happened on that old island of Jamaica. way back when, 1500s, 1600s. Horrible, horrible. But like I was saying, the Irish, they were slaves. When the Irish tried to come into North America, they were made slaves and sent down to Jamaica and Haiti and through there, and they were made to pick sugar cane. They were slaves, okay, and they weren't black. Well, okay, now they'd ask, well, is the white man responsible for dominating everybody in the world and having all the money and running everything? I would say, yeah, throughout history, a lot of people have dominated and had all the money and tried to corner stuff. It isn't so much a white-black thing. It's just a thing. But you see how my mind works? I have to go explore all these possibilities, and it's wasting my fucking time. Wasting my life away worrying about what's going to happen here. And rightly so. This is how we survive. If you don't sit there and worry about shit, what could happen, and try to go through all the possibilities, then you're going to sit there and all you know is they'll kick your door down and take your shit, you know? And unfortunately, that's what they plan on. That's what they're planning on, man. They want to just grab everybody's shit. They want to make everybody in the world equal. Sure. Like the 50 guys that own the world, they're telling everybody to do that. So they'll kill everybody. Will kill each other, and they'll be the ones left. But they got everything. So already they don't care about the peasants. It's extermination control. Those guys. Piff, fit, fleas, piff, get them off me. You know, let them kill each other. I do that with my ants. You know, my ants. When I see an ant every spring in this house, we get a flood of ants. Okay, you know what I do? I never kill them. I just put that shit out there. Let them take it back to their own fucking hives and kill each other. And that's what they're doing to us right now. This is not a racial thing. It's not a black-white thing at all. It's George Soros and the fucking Bill Gates of the world trying to kill us all on purpose. And they're using all kinds of ways. They're those guys at the highest levels. Then they use the government to go in and act as if they've got agendas like climate control, and it just goes in a pyramid. But the pyramid's got a peak, and they're the only ones that are going to survive this. Okay, if you want to come up and call me a white guy, or that's exactly what Hitler did. He blamed the group, and he got everybody to hate that group, and he used it to have everybody kill each other, and he wound up destroying half the world. There you go. Does that answer your question? 8th of June, 2020. And we're going to call this the 7th of June because it's just run through midnight and I heard an explosion on the street. Marty Wallner from Livonia, Michigan.